Hello, this is sort of a unboxing slash inventory on an Fysetc clone MMU2S upgrade kit. It appears to include everything it should. Let me just kind of scan the table here and then we'll talk a little bit about what's here, what's not here, and what I think. All right, as far as packaging goes, nothing beats the packaging that my original Prusa Mark 3S came in. But it seems to be adequate for what it is. There is a foam box for the motors. Motors are just kind of generic steppers, I guess. Probably not near as high quality as the original Prusas, but you get what you pay for. The pieces I'm not going to be using, which is the MK Mark II, Mark III to Mark 3S parts, all appear to be here. And print quality is acceptable. I'm assuming dimensions and everything are correct. These are probably printed off the Prusa STLs. And I do remember most of these pieces from when I assembled mine. Don't recognize this piece here, but could be my memory's just slipping. Okay, on the orange parts, which is what I will need, they look pretty believable. Don't see any layer shifts. No signs of elephant foot, no spreading and that sort of stuff. Of course, I really don't know what comes in the Prusa kit. Motherboard. I don't know, maybe don't know if that's the... Assume it's okay. I don't know. Won't know until we get power on it. Selector. These are the black pieces that I will need, which is the door, part of the sensor tower, the plate that goes under the sensor tower, and the plug for where the ball bearing used to be. Selector. Okay, into more parts. Idler body, yeah. Looks believable. I see the pins. Comes with spares. The pulley body here, pieces. Yeah, there's the 5 sprockets and the aluminum slip tubes and the axles for the selector, extruder pieces. There is 2 magnets in there. Okay, and we have here the infrared sensor and the cable harnesses. This is kind of interesting. They don't supply cut cables, so they do supply a cable knife. Not cable, Teflon tube knife. Let's see, what else? The electrical harnesses. Okay. Something that's a lot less important to me. The spool holder axles and bearings. Buffer assembly screws. Buffer printed stuff. Woof. Vacuum formed spool holder bodies. The plates for the buffer. Let's see. Yeah, spare parts. Okay, there's another bag here that was the extruder spare, which I guess just has a couple of just extra pieces. But interestingly enough, there's another magnet set. Okay, and these pieces here I printed on my MK3S. Printed them in carmine red because that's the only color PETG I had. The kit does not come with the brass M5 threaded inserts that are supposed to be heat set into this and that. Got them off eBay, a couple of bucks, no big deal. Okay, also there was a blurb on the reviews of this kit on the Fysetc website about substandard square nuts. I went ahead and mic'd these out, and they're a little fatter than the Prusa provided ones, obviously stamped. A little smaller across the flats, but I don't see that as being a big problem. They're not stainless steel, so if you're going to use this thing on a boat, you may need to worry about it. Blue tube, and I printed the modified version of this, which, if you can see, has the selector has a large port in it that lets you get strings and stuff to fall out without causing print problems. Okay, proof is in the pudding, as they say. Won't know if this thing really works until we put it together. I bought this because I really wasn't sure that I'll be using an MMU at all. I was concerned because from what I read, it sounded like you couldn't use the printer if the MMU wasn't functional. I've talked to Prusa support since then, and they said, and I should have figured this out myself, that if you just place an on-off switch in the wiring harness, that you can run the Prusa without the MMU, and you go ahead and load filaments through Pronterface, which I've been doing anyway because my my sensor, UV sensor or whatever that thing is not reliable. So it looks to me like the MMU isn't really too high of risk operationally, which I thought it was, because I didn't want to have to rebuild my machine if it didn't work. Don't know. We'll see how it comes out. We'll try to answer any specific questions. This is obviously amateur as heck. I don't really do this. Good luck, guys. I think even though this looks okay, I don't think the Prusa kit's a bad deal. Their motor kit costs almost more than this whole mess. So, whatever. Good luck. We'll try to do an assembly type video just highlighting a couple of things. Bye. A Big Cat production.